Well, the head of the African Union Observer Mission in Zimbabwe and the former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo joins us now. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Mr. Obasanjo, I know you've just given a press conference and given a more detailed assessment, the most detailed assessment so far of the fairness of this election process. How do you justify this assessment that the election went well?
Well, I said in my press conference that the assessment that we have as a mission, AU mission, is that it is fairly fair. We justify that by the process which led to the election itself. It was free. Campaigns, everybody who wanted to campaign was able to campaign anywhere. There was no let or hindrance for anybody to campaign. So from the campaign point of view, as far as we can see, it was fair, it was free.
Butt in,
now, there was
former President Obasanjo, I wanted to raise this question about the registration of voters, because independent assessors have said that 99.97% of rural voters were registered, but only 67.94% of urban voters were registered. They also talk about a massive bias in the media.
Well, I do not know how people come to these figures. We do not wait. If they had election registration from June to July the 9th, now you do not wait until the 31st of July to complain about registration. If registration had not gone well, you will have complained when the registration was going on or immediately after the completion of the registration. Now, people who were here, and we had an early team of African Mission Observer here from the 15th of June. Now, what they reported was that anybody who wanted to registered, and there was no complaint at that time. If you then wait until after the registration has closed, it's all over, and it's on the day of election that you are complaining about registration, I believe that that is a bit too late, because registered, there should be voters' education, there should be voters' mobilization to get them to register.
So
really, for me, winning or losing election starts from registration, and it is the responsibility of every candidate, every party, to ensure that their supporters, those who will vote for them, are registered.
But there are...
And if anything stops that registration, that is the time you shout and you make everybody know that there is something wrong.
Right, so it's not the fairness of it that you are disputing. You're saying that they just left their complaint too late, but you're not contesting the fact that the process was biased towards rural voters.
Well, I cannot confirm that, and I cannot deny it. Now, I am an observer. I'm not a conductor of election. And as an observer, I must go by what I see and what I can verify. What I see is what I have, as the leader of AU mission, is what we have commented or remarked or made statement about. But when people start making generalization, which they cannot support with evidence, I cannot go by that. For instance, a party came to us and said, look, there are duplication of names. And he gave us evidence. And we took it to the Registrar General.
Right.
And he went into his system and he brought out explanation that was satisfactory. Now that is evidence-based complaint. But I cannot go on generalization that, oh yes, 67% of people in the rural area or in the urban area were not registered, whereas 99%
well, look, that
in the rural
statistics
area.
comes from
What
the
is
Zimbabwe
evidence?
Election Support
How do you
Network.
back this up?
Yeah, no, it comes from the Zimbabwe Election Support Network.
Well,
they've got tables based on the voters' roll of 19th of June, so it's specific. It's not general. Let me ask you, sorry to move on, I just want to ask you about the assessment that has the opposition politician.
Please.
Please go ahead.
Please. Yeah. I have seen what Zimbabwe Support Network produced. They extrapolate what they regarded as what the census should be. Now, I had taken that to the Registrar General to explain this. What he said to me and what he supported his own evidence, what he brought out was quite different from what the Zimbabwe election support gave to me in their own report. I verified this on the ground. So I cannot go by what is not verifiable, because the system of the Registrar General, who is the man who keeps all the record of registration, whether birth, death, census, citizen registration, marriage registration, voters registration. Now, I spent 2 hours with him in his outfit, and what I got was not is not in tandem
we have to leave it there.
With what is being quoted.
Thank you very much indeed, Head of the African Union Observer Mission in Zimbabwe. Olusegun Obasanjo, former Nigerian president. Thank you very much indeed.